The year is 2012 and women have just competed in boxing at the Olympics for the first time. Since then, the female game has grown exponentially, with many fighters blazing a new path. But three have stood out above the rest. They are the GOAT Claressa Shields, who amazingly is both unified middleweight and undisputed heavyweight champion, Amanda Serrano, who is unified featherweight champion, but boxing as high as super lightweight in order to challenge Katie Taylor once again for their legacy-defining trilogy. And then Katie Taylor herself, 2012 Olympic gold medalist and the pride of Ireland. The biggest commercial star in the women's game, who has left many legacy nights, including facing Chantelle Cameron and the aforementioned Amanda Serrano twice already. But with Serrano now 36 and Taylor 38 and fighting amongst themselves, it begs the question, who will be the next female superstar? It's worth noting that Claressa Shields is only 29, despite all of her amazing achievements already. But for this video I'll be focusing on the lighter weights, where there is currently more strength and depth throughout the divisions. With recency bias in mind, the first option is Lauren Price, who just beat another boxer who's been brilliant since 2012, Natasha Jonas. Price won gold at Tokyo 2020, and like Katie Taylor, has a whole nation behind her, in this case Wales. She possesses blistering speed of both hand and foot, and looks very strong at welterweight. She is already WBA, WBC, IBF and the Ring World Champion, and with Michaela Mayer vs Sandy Ryan 2 coming up, I believe she would beat the winner to become undisputed. At 30 years old, but only an 8-0, she's in her physical prime. But not with many miles on the clock as of yet. She will likely dominate for at least the next 5 years and will likely have no issue stepping up and dominating a super welterweight as well. Also fighting on Friday was sweet Caroline Dubois, who at just 24 years old is already the WBC lightweight champion, having been awarded the belt when Katie Taylor relinquished. She is unique in the sense that she's also seen as a power puncher, but she's more than that, also a very slick boxer, as she showed for the first 8 rounds on Friday. However, she did gas out beyond that, perhaps showing some inexperience as she was dragged into a firefight. It's worth noting that trainer Shane McGuigan said she suffered with the virus during the week, which may have caused this, but either way it was a great learning fight for Dubois against a tough opponent. At 24, she has such a high ceiling. Within a couple of years, she could easily be in big-name fights, including potentially undisputed super featherweight champion Alicia Baumgardner, or even Chantelle Cameron, down the line should she move up in weight in the future. Cameron, of course, is the only woman to boast a win over Taylor so far, but I don't think Dubois needs to be rushed into these potential fights, as time is very much still on our side. Another fighter from the McGuigan gym is Ellie Scotney, the unified IBF, WBO and Ring Magazine super bantamweight champion. Scotney is a brilliant boxer, possessing great speed and work rate. Her standout win so far is probably current bantamweight champion Shanika Johnson, as well as 20-0 Miyamoto last time out. Barry McGuigan has already said that Scotney, who is 26, can go through the weights, which would likely see her face current WBC featherweight champion Australia's Sky Nicholson sometime in the future. Nicholson is currently 12-0, having defeated Raven Chapman last time out in the first ever female fight in Saudi Arabia. In the immediate future, Olympic bronze medalist Karis Artingstall would be a great fight, as she also defeated Raven Chapman last time out. Beyond that, as already mentioned, Ellie Scotney and Alicia Baumgardner will all be in the conversation for years to come. No doubt, all the fighters mentioned here have a massive future ahead of them. For me, the highest ceiling is Caroline Dubois, by virtue of being only 24, but there's still no need to rush her at this point. In terms of who could be the next Katie Taylor, I find it difficult to overlook Lauren Price. The win over Natasha Jonas is the standout so far of all the fighters mentioned. Also commercially, she has huge potential with Olympic gold, Sky Sports and the whole of Wales behind her. But whatever happens, the future of women's boxing is in safe hands. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always, let me know your opinions and I'll see you all again soon.